Hey there. So from the floor, we're going to go ahead and focus on some hip openers for this section. Let's just begin seated, nice and tall, and just begin to feel our hips sinking into the floor. Now, if it's comfortable to be like this, we'll be like this. If we need to, we can extend one or both legs out or in front. Just find what's comfortable for now. We're going to begin with some three-part breath. Inhaling belly, ribs and heart. Exhaling heart, ribs and belly. And just bringing our awareness to our hips. And if it's comfortable, let's bring the soles of our feet together. And we're just going to add some movement and breath. Inhaling up, exhaling forward. Let's come up and just a little flapping here, helping everything to relax and open. Let's take it to our breath. Inhaling up, exhale forward. And let's lift up here, taking our legs out wide. And let's reach up over one side. Let's keep reaching for the ceiling for now. Other hand toward our foot. Grounding through that opposite sit bone. Now let's bring it up. We'll take it to the other side. Ground through the sit bone. Reach for the ceiling. Let's bring that up. We're going to come down the center. So hands out in the front. Remember, we can always keep a slight bend in our knees. And let's bring it up. We're going to come around on to our belly. So let's come over to hands and knees. Stepping back. And lowering down, knees, hips. We're going to inhale forward and up. Elbows underneath our shoulders. And from here, let's take the one set of toes down, push back through the heel. And untuck, let's draw our shoulders down. Head up, let's tuck the other toes, push back through the heel. And release. Let's come on down, stacking our arms, placing our forehead on our top arm. We're going to bend our knees and just begin to open and close our feet. And then we'll take our feet to the ceiling, flex, and we're going to squeeze through our glutes or hips and lift one knee and then the other. Let's bring that down. From here, let's bring one knee up to our side and just take a couple of breaths here. Just working at our own pace here. Let's bring hands under our shoulders, shoulders back and down, elbows underneath our shoulders. seeing how much we can relax through that hip. Now let's lower down, stack our arms and wrists, bringing our leg in. Let's bring the other knee up. So starting here for a couple of breaths. And bringing hands under our shoulders. Let's come forward and up. And again, just breathing as deeply as possible. And let's lower down. Bringing the leg back in. Bring our hands under our shoulders. Let's press up. We're going to come around and have a seat. Bringing our legs out in front. Let's draw one foot up above the other knee. And we're going to start here with a relaxed foot, and let's just fold forward. Now, depending on how this is feeling at our hip, we can lift up and bend the bottom leg and come forward. Let's release from there, shake it out. And we're going to switch sides. So start here, just above the knee, relaxed foot. Let's hinge forward. Again, if we want more sensation, we can bend the bottom leg. Release from there, shake it out. So in a moment, some of us are going to come back to our hands and knees for a full pigeon. If this was already challenging enough, go ahead and just stay here. We're also going to look at our frog pose, which is going to do something similar to what this pose does for us. So again, if gravity gets too intense on that one, you can always flip over and come right back here. Alright, so if you already know that this is where you want to go ahead and go here. Otherwise, we're going to flip over to our hands and knees. And let's go ahead and draw one leg forward. So we want it to come forward far enough. We're actually going to start by taking this one leg back, the other knee over the ankle. And for a moment, let's just let this release. And then we're going to toe heel this foot across and begin to lower down. Now the key is not to roll over onto our bottoms, but to come up forward like we're going to push this hip onto the floor, letting this foot come in as far as it needs to. If we have a blanket or a block, we can place it underneath that other hip to keep us from rolling over because we want to stay forward. For those who can get their hip down here, feel free to come forward, but most of us will probably want to stay right here. let's bring our hands back under our shoulders. We're going to lift our navel and just like a push-up, push up. And let's just release here for a moment. And then we'll take it to the other side. And again, we want this foot forward far enough and this one back a little. Letting that back hip release first. And then we're going to toe heel this foot across. Same thing. Let's let that foot come in as we lower down without rolling over. Stay straight. Go all the way down to the floor if you want, or just hang out right here. Bringing hands back under our shoulders. Again, let's do our push-up. Come back here. We're going to turn sideways on our mat now. Or have a seat, take the legs out wide and fold forward, or do that bound angle that we did before. Let's roll our mat up this way. And we're going to come to hands and knees. And we're going to take our knees out and then open them to 90 degrees. Now the key thing here is that our hips have not come forward. We want them even. And then we can stay right here where we can lower down. Ready? Let's bring our hands under our shoulders, push up, breathe in. Let's go ahead and have a seat. And we're going to go ahead and roll down to the floor. Let's take support underneath one knee, tuck and roll. And just take a moment here to shake everything out. Take our legs to the ceiling. We're going to cross one over. We're going to reach out, grab our thighs, and hug our legs in. And just noticing how this feels compared to when we were sitting and doing this. If we choose to add a little core, we can actually lift our nose up toward our knees. And let's release. Taking hold of our thighs, taking the legs open, or even a big toe hold and taking it open. Let's bring it together, crossing the other leg over. Let's hug in. And again, if we choose, we can lift. Releasing here. Let's take it wide one more time. Maybe moving at our feet. Let's bring our knees together and to the floor. From here, hands by our side. Let's walk our feet back until we can touch our fingertips and our heels. And we're going to lift our hips up to the ceiling. So we can stay here lifting, finding our 3-part breath, or we can add some pelvic tilts here, working into our hips a little bit. Let's go ahead and squeeze and lift. and we'll lower down. Let's take our legs out long, arms overhead, stretch it out. And then we'll bring our arms out wide, feet back up, and either squeezing our legs together or crossing one leg over the other, we're going to lower over to the side. So either way. And we can also take our head to the opposite direction. Breathing as deeply as we can. From our navel, let's pull back up. And when we're ready, we'll take it to the other side. So crossing that leg over if we choose. Let's roll over to the other side. Remember, we can stack. Taking our legs out long, let's reach overhead. Let's take our legs out wide one more time, feet up. This time we're going to separate them away and just drop our knees gently to one side. Let's take it up and over to the other side. Let's bring it up. We'll take our legs long, hands down by our side. Since we are working our hips today, as we come into final relaxation, we can bring the soles of our feet together, let our knees open, and rest here. Or take our legs a little wider than normal. But let's just find that place where we can release for a moment. Relaxing in our breath, softening our belly. And let's inhale into our hips, and then exhale, release any tension we might find there. Inhaling in there again, releasing through our glutes. Let's inhale into our whole body this time. And as we exhale, feel ourselves sink into the floor. Releasing our arms and legs, rolling back our head. And just taking a few moments of stillness. When we're ready to come out, wiggle our fingers and toes, moving our arms and legs. And when we're ready, we'll roll over to one side. Taking our time as we come up. And just finding whatever sitting position is comfortable. Taking a moment to check in again, see how our hips are feeling. Let's take an inhale here. Exhaling, hands to our heart. Namaste.